All right, no intro this time. I know we're late. We're late by like 5 minutes. Our bad. My bad. My bad. It's mostly my bad. I'm the one that runs the ship. So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Keyboard Warriors live on Wednesday nights on keyboardwarriorsmma.com. My name's Eddie Law. Fred will be right back. Jesse will not be joining us tonight. He's busy, man. Life gets crazy. Life gets a little busy. You gotta handle your business. What you gonna do? Hold up a second. Just gonna send out some notifications and we'll be good to go. Anyway, so yeah, doing the damn thing. All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the show. Of course, we have plenty to talk about in this last weekend's card. What do you call it? UFC Vegas 10. Michelle Waterson getting the W over Angela Hill, and not many people liking it. Yeah, everybody mad at her for the post she did. She liked the post or something on Dana's fucking Instagram that was like pro Trump or some shit. It was stupid. But Fred Kirby, welcome to the show, my friend. Let's talk about this last weekend, dude. Waterson getting that win over Angela Hill. Who do you think won that fight, first of
all? All right, fuck, son. Jesus Christ, we're getting right into it, huh?
Right into it.
I'll tell you who I thought fucking won that fight. Nobody. I thought that fight was a fucking draw. And quite frankly, let me just go on a little slight rant here. I'm so sick and tired of these like razor thin fights that we all come on here and then inevitably bitch about. Because here's the deal, right? I think, look, you can score it whichever way you want. I think one of the judges scored it 4 rounds for Waterson, which is I think, ridiculous. Neither here nor there. Here's the fucking reality, right? I think everybody who knows their ass from a hole in the ground, for the most part, had that bitch 2-2 going into the 5th.
Yep.
Right? Is that how you had it?
Exactly how I had it.
I don't even really score round by round, but going into the 5th round, I felt like, all right, this is the one. This is the deciding round. That happens often to us in MMA. Very close fight, 2-2. We're going into round 5. This is for all the marbles. This happens a lot. And then in that 5th fucking round, nothing really happens. Nothing of any sincere consequence. And at that point, what the fuck are we judging on? I remember, I think there was like a minute and a half left in round 5, and they both had landed 18 significant strikes to me.
Yeah.
And don't fucking any of you cocksuckers give me any bullshit about the war cries that she was letting out when she started in with the ha, 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 Kia, my fucking nutsack. That does not score you fucking points, goddammit. Now, I'm not saying that I feel like Angela Hill should have won the fight. I would have picked her, but it's because I like her more. For whatever reason, I'm biased. But realistically, I ain't mad at this fight being a draw. And there are a bunch of fights that I feel like that with. I feel like, in boxing and in kickboxing and in most combat sports, you don't get a lot of draws. And I understand why, because nobody loves a draw. But I feel like in mixed martial arts, man, our sport is just too weird. Yeah. It ain't kickboxing. It's not boxing. It's not wrestling. It's not jiu-jitsu. We got our own sort of thing. And I feel like there's a lot of fights that afterwards, when I'm done watching, it was a draw, yo. Let me ask you something. Who's the better fighter of them two women? Like, after those 5 rounds, who can sit here and say, oh, she's better? You can't call it.
You can't.
And I feel like at that point, these hoes need to fight again. They need another 25 minutes. I mean, I can't say that Michelle Waterson's a better fighter than Angela Hill. And quite frankly, keeping it a buck, I wouldn't say that Angela's better than Michelle. I would pick Angela Hill in a rematch as far as it fucking goes. I think that she ran out of gas a little bit, but I think she's a better, more dynamic striker. I think she had Michelle Waterson hurt more in the first couple rounds than Michelle ever hurt her in the whole fight overall. But at the end of the day, we're splitting fucking hairs here. For me, it's a fucking draw, man. It's just too fucking close to call.
No, it was way too close. And a lot of people were saying, if it wasn't a draw, it was Angela Hill. First of all, you're right. Angela, you would have picked, you said it right there. You would have picked Angela Hill because you like her more, right? A lot of people were mad at Michelle Waterson for liking and commenting on a fucking Dana White post where he was making the Trump speech. That was honestly based, a lot of people were basing their picks solely on that. Just that. That's it.
Yo, that shit is so crazy to me. And listen, I don't mind if you mix your politics.
Yeah.
What is a matter with people that they care?
Exactly.
I could not, like, I see that Henry Cejudo sports Trump, blah blah blah, sports Trump. I could not care less if Michelle Waterson, if Jorge Masvidal, if disgusting little Henry Cejudo,
Right.
DW, Justin Gaethje. Fuck, I love Conor McGregor. If he can, I don't give a fuck, man, who these people support politically. I watch them for their skills inside the cage. I really don't care too much about what they do, period. I don't care if they donate to charity and shit, man. I'm not here for that. Like, these people that get, like, if you really, like, stop being Michelle Waterson's fan or really got upset at her because she fucking posted something about Dana White. Look, I don't like Donald Trump as much as the next guy, but you're petty. And you need to just, like, move on, bro. Go get something else to do with yourself. Like, who gives a fuck who she supports for the goddamn president? Like, I don't give a shit about that one way or the other.
Yeah, I couldn't give this a fuck. I honestly, I picked her to win before the fight, honestly, just based on the fact that I thought she had better takedowns, and it ended up working out. Although she didn't do it was more of a fucking lay-in prayer than anything. But hey, it worked.
She got the takedown.
Yeah, she got the takedown. So the one, I think it was like one fucking takedown the entire fight, right? Yeah, one of 18.
One of 8. Like,
God
damn. Talk, if I was forced to make a decision, I would say I think Angela Hill won the fight.
Yeah.
But for the sake of not getting into goofy arguments, it was so close that it's like, call these fights draws. And you know what? I don't give a fuck what nobody don't like. Call it a draw and rebook the rematch. Like,
that's exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, y'all need to keep fighting. Y'all need to keep fighting. Like, I can't. It's weird to nominate a winner in a match this close. Honestly, it is.
No, that's exactly what I thought too. Right after the fight, I was like, I want a rematch.
Like, immediately. They need to keep. Sometimes it be like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like, y'all need to keep fighting. I don't know who won. Yeah. Like, we can't really award a winner. Like, to be continued, yo.
No, it'd be smart for Michelle to be like, I ain't rematching yet. We'll rematch later or something. It'd be smart for her because she's trying to get up in that title shot or whatever. But we need the rematch. There's no way. Like, we really don't know who won that fight, to be honest.
Right. Exactly. So, I feel like if that's the case, then, like, start calling these shits draws, man. I know people will be upset, but, like, I'm better at being a draw than feeling like somebody got shafted. And low key, Angela Hill got that vibe. Like, she beat Claudia Gadelha, man. She won that fight. Now, this fight, of course. Please. But, like, this is why I feel bad for Angela Hill. Yeah. Like, she should have won that fight, and this fight should have been a draw. Like, she should still be in that talk for a title fight. Now she's coming off of 2 losses, and it's fucked.
No, exactly. So I laughed my ass off when I called you talking about she's gonna go cry or whatever. Like, shut the fuck up.
What you doing? You know you got your ass whooped in that fight. Stop it.
Whooped. Not only whooped, but she went off to do $50 fucking OnlyFans. Is that even still happening?
Who the fuck knows? Don't get me going on the fucking OnlyFans again. Fucking Diego and Claudia and fucking people doing fucking magic and telling jokes and shit. They better wake the fuck up with that shit.
They have something for that, folks. It's called Patreon. That is where you go.
Right.
Not OnlyFans. OnlyFans is all about titties and ass. Is it? All right. What's happening, folks? Hashtag cancel Fred. What'd you do?
I don't know. He just started doing this, but I enjoy it because I'm uncancelable. So I appreciate that he's putting this out there. So it's like, you could do this. It could catch wind. All these little shitbird ass fuck losers in the MMA Twitter sphere could take that cancel Fred and tweet it and share it and suck every part of this big white ass dick. I'm coming back to Twitter every day, every fight night. Y'all better, what's that motherfucker's name that owns Twitter to be on Joe Rogan? Y'all better get a hold of him and cancel. Like, he better cancel me. Y'all ain't canceling me for fucking sure.
People that get canceled on here, like, for example, Brian Callen. Remember Brian Callen? All the allegations and shit. He's like, fuck that. I'm not going anywhere. Well, they made his ass go somewhere. He had to go to Patreon or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, you can't. You can only be canceled if you allow that shit. But we don't have it. I mean, in order to be canceled, you gotta have something to lose.
I hate to bring this up on here.
Yeah, go ahead.
But I feel like it's been such a massive part of MMA Twitter lately. I gotta just throw it out there. Yeah. And I don't know either one of these cats. So I'm like, did you see all the drama going on with Phil, the MMA dude, and the booger beard guy?
No, dude, I am so good at not finding fucking drama out and being on Twitter all day and still not seeing it, to the point where I got DMs about it. People hit me up on DMs like, hey, man, did you hear about this shit? And I'm like, what the fuck happened? So then I got the rundown on it. And I'm sitting there going like, word. Okay.
I couldn't get away from it. I tell you the one thing I'm thinking. Apparently, these motherfuckers are pretty popular because
I didn't know.
Everybody on my timeline is either Team Phil or Team Booger, and I'm like, yo, I don't even follow the Booger Beard guy. I followed the Phil dude, but I didn't interact with the guy like that. But I'm like, God damn, who gives a fuck? Ain't this a bitch? It's two white boys arguing about one white boy supposedly using the N-word. Will both y'all shut the fuck up? We're supposed to be talking about fights. Who the fuck are you guys? What the fuck?
I had no, dude.
What the fuck is going on?
I legit had no clue what was going on. And I'm just all of a sudden, the people hit me. I legit got at least 8 people DMing me about it. And they're telling me about it. And I'm kind of like, and I remember in every single one, I was kind of like, oh, okay, cool. Like, damn, I didn't know what was going on. And then one of them was like, so what are you going to do? And I'm like, about what? Like, what are you going to do about it? I'm like, nothing, not a goddamn thing. I literally, you know what I did? I said, I'm doing not a goddamn thing. And I sent him the Michael Jackson popcorn fucking gift. That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna be like, oh shit, that's it. Because that's all we get. It's none of, first of all, it's none of my goddamn business. I don't give a fuck. Okay.
Well, right.
That being said, I'll watch it. Shit, I'll see what happens.
It was just surprising that so many people got into it and was
so many people give a shit. They cared.
Like, wow, y'all be deep in this. Like y'all be taking this MMA Twitter shit, bro. I tweeted a picture of my hog out there. Y'all don't understand. Like, I don't care. Y'all be on here tripping.
This is early tonight. He goes, because they're talking about canceling you or whatever. He's like, what Fred did show us hog again? He's like, yeah, SJ didn't know. Because you really did that? It's like, yeah, he threw a dick pic on Twitter after losing it. No, somebody you won it. You won the bet.
That was for all y'all Conor haters. Cowboy's gonna do this. And I'm like, after he knocks him out in the first round, I'm tweeting a picture of my fucking cock.
I remember. I didn't think you were gonna do it, and then I think it was MMA guys that hit me up and told me that he fucking did it. I'm like, no way. I knew it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Glory about you on Twitter.
There it is. Otis says, who's your loser of the weekend? How is it not Andrea? No improvements, Lee. A KGB did not change a goddamn thing. And guess who won that fight? Roxanne motherfucking Ferry. God damn.
Dude, Roxanne Modafferi, God bless her loving soul, because she does seem like one of the sweetest creatures in MMA. But I'll be a son of a bitch if she ain't my female Neil Magny.
Seriously.
The bitch just don't lose. I just keep thinking, which Andrea Lee can suck it too, her and her fucking Nazi boyfriend. Far as it goes, this is one of the fights that I did want Roxanne to win. I just am never impressed with her skills. No. And I'll be a son of a bitch if she don't come out and win time and time again. Shout out to Roxy for fucking proving me wrong week in, week out. But yeah, Andrea Lee can fuck off back to Invicta, her and her fucking Nazi boyfriend and all that horse shit about them living with an Asian guy or a black guy. No. Fuck off. You're a racist twat.
She had to, I think she ended up divorcing his ass because it was a bad look for her. But you could tell she's not all up there and shit. And look, all due respect, I've spoken to her because I interviewed her one time in person. All right. And I was kind of like asking her questions. She seemed like she was somewhere else. But regardless, you didn't improve. Fight-wise, you did not improve a goddamn thing. And Roxanne Modafferi did what she does, and she still beat you. So, move on. Who's your winner of the weekend? How's it not Ottman Azaitar? What'd you think of that shit?
That was the cat that came in on short notice and knocked out Roosevelt. Or no, who did he beat?
Was it Rose? Oh, I'm trying to find it on here.
No. Who the fuck did he beat?
Main card? Yeah, here it is. Coming. What the fuck am I doing? Kamar Worthy.
Oh, Kamar Worthy. Oh, yeah. That cat looked fucking good, man. Was it his UFC debut?
Oh, I don't think so, actually. But let me find out for you.
Okay.
But
there's so many fighters. I'm not familiar with that motherfucker. I'll tell you that.
If you give me a name, it's like that I don't know how to say off the top of my head. I probably don't fucking know like a lot of the story because you're right. He's fought. This is his second fight. So the first fight was back in September last year. So it's been a year since he fought. No wonder I don't fucking remember his name.
Right. Okay.
He beat Timu Pakhalan by knockout in the first round, and then he beat Kamar Worthy this last Saturday by knockout first round.
Okay, very impressive. Very impressive. Well, I won't get the fucking the red panties out just yet, but very, very impressive. No. Kamar Worthy. I picked Kamar Worthy going into the fucking fight. So I thought this was kind of a quick win for him. So Yeah, that was super impressive to get the knockout like that.
Worthy just disappointed me because he didn't get any offense off at all.
And man, sometimes it'd be like that too. The homeboy just jumped on him early. Like that's kind of what I love so much about MMA.
Right.
And one of the few things, or not one of the few things, but just one of the things rather that like makes it hard for me to watch other sports. Like I know you're a big sports fan, like stick and ball sports. And I was growing up, I was a massive basketball and football fan growing up, but the ability to end the game
quick
with an impressive play, you can't do that in other sports. And with MMA, boy, you're one good punch, kick, or takedown away from it just being the end. And there's no fucking takebacks, there's no gimme overs, there's no fucking timeouts. Like, if they fought again, that fight might not go like that. But that particular night, he got clipped early, and homeboy just finished him the fuck off, and that was fucking all she wrote.
That was game. And you're right about that ability to end a fight quick. It's even like it used to be boxing like that for certain fights, like like a Tyson fight. But in MMA, there's nothing like MMA where you could pay your $70 to fucking watch the whole card. You could only watch the main event, and that shit could end in 10 seconds. You know what I mean? It could be over.
And for me, I know a lot of people don't like that. I fucking love it. Me too. I love the Tyson fights. Mm-hmm. I would much rather see somebody just get fucking snuffed the fuck out in the first round than watch a boring sort of fight. You know what I mean? Like, of course, I'd love to see a back and forth war. Yeah. But I'll take a quick knockout over a sort of lackluster fight any day of the week.
Quick knockout or fucking like the savage submission, something crazy.
Oh, yeah. As far as MMA goes, impressive. So just an impressive finish either way.
No, we don't get we don't get draws. No draws. It's against the rules. You're right. It's not soccer, but this is one of them. This is one of them.
Dog, for real. How many draws do we get a year in the UFC? You think like 10, maybe a year?
A year, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's ridiculous, dog. If there's razor thin fights constantly, again, I realize that you'd have a lot of crybabies if they started getting a lot more draws. I get it, but for me, it just feels like these fights be way too close sometimes. And we're trying to use boxing scoring system, and it ain't the same, man. It ain't the same. We need a different thing. And I think our sport requires more draws because sometimes the fights are just fucking closer, man. We only got 5 rounds and shit.
Yeah, I know. It's fucking ridiculous. Otis says nobody stood out in the 5th round. Apparently Michelle stood out enough.
Well, no, fucking, I agree. Goddamn it,
No, I agree. Yeah.
No, it was close. It was so close. You know what I mean? Like it's like who do you like? Yeah, okay, give it to Michelle. But if you would have gave it to Angela, I mean, the Michelle fans would have been mad, but we would have been all right. Like it's one of those deals where everybody's got a point for if they're bitching if they lost. At that point, call it a draw, and hey, all y'all hoes be mad. But fuck it, it was close.
Angela did way more damage, just like in the Claudia fight. Agreed. She did definitely. It was definitely way more damage. You put them side by side on pictures, and Michelle looked fucked up. But
yeah, for sure.
It happens so goddamn much. It happens so goddamn much that the winner looks so fucked up. I mean, Nick. Just for an example, off the top of my head, Nick Diaz, GSP. GSP looked like he got the shit kicked out of him. Nick looked like he worked out. You know what I mean? And GSP clearly won that fight. So
the first BJ Penn fight, fucking George Flat went to the hospital. Fucking BJ went to the club.
Yeah, BJ was all like, "I lost, but I'm gonna set up it anyway."
I fucking love BJ, man. I'm so sad what happened. He used to be such a fucking legend, man.
Seriously. MDP says, "Okay, follow me here. After a fight, we have all the info we need: total strikes landed, takedowns, cage control, etc. Do we really need judges anymore, considering how wrong they get it?"
I half and half here. On one hand, I dig what you're saying, but on the other, numbers do not necessarily tell you know what I mean? Like, I feel like, so check this out, right? Say there's a round in a fight, all right? And we're dancing around a whole bunch, and you're jabbing me up. You're landing some jabs, you're landing some leg kicks, but I'm eating them. Nothing's really happening. You bust my nose up, I'm bleeding a little, boom, 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 right? 45 seconds left in the round. Boom! Yeah. I land a massive right hand and I fucking drop you. You're on wobbly legs. For the rest of the round, you're clinging to life. Who won that round? What do you do? Do you score the 4 minutes of control where you're not really hurting me? You're hitting me with leg kicks and jabs. You're teeping me and all that bullshit.
Scoring points.
Or do you score me almost fucking finishing you at the end of the round? Fucking waiting and dropping the fucking H-bomb and putting you on wobbly legs. I don't know the answer to that question. I'm just saying this is where the confusion. So it's like, if you look at the stats, yeah, you landed 30 strikes and I landed 1, but I almost fucking finished. I came back close to finishing the fight with the strike I landed. The numbers vary. They don't necessarily tell the whole tale.
If we went with that, right? We have all stats with who landed more punches and all that stuff. Great. It's like having a score in a basketball game or whatever. However, we risk turning this whole goddamn thing into like Olympic boxing. That's what happens there. You could have 2 guys fight 5 rounds in Olympic boxing, and one dude dominates 4 rounds, or 4.5 rounds, and then the other guy knocks him out at the end and still loses. Right? Like that's what that would turn into, and it'd be like fucking awful. I don't think anyone would like it, but look, man, I like the people trying to come up with ideas to get rid of judges, but that shit's gonna be hard to do for real. All right.
Yeah.
Land Prey wins fights. Agreed. Oh, it says Drew Dober versus Carlos Diego Ferreira for November 7th.
Ooh, that is a fucking fire fight.
I'm in on that fight. MMA guys says politics do nothing for me. All it does is divide people and piss people off. Don't care about fighters' politics unless they use it like Colby. Fuck Colby. Man. Oh, just since we're on the politics thing, real quick, I'm firing up a very old podcast that I had legitimately like 10 years ago. Called the Undisclosed Location Invasion Podcast. The dumbass name, but I'm keeping it. And it literally all we talked about was current events and politics and whatever the fuck. We talked some sports too, but it was mostly like current event shit and non-sporty stuff. So if you're interested in that, I will be tweeting out the link to the first live episode. Hopefully it'll either be this weekend or sometime next week, because this is one of those that I have to spend hours researching on, because I don't want to sound like a dumbass start talking about a story and not have the fucking facts. So if you guys are down with that, follow at the ULI23. It's THEULI23 on Twitter, and we'll get going on that shit hopefully in the next week and a half or so.
You better fucking have me on there too. I'll be looking.
Oh, you're welcome at any time. You're welcome anytime. I'll let you know when I'm doing the first one. See if you're in. All right. On the record books, it says Waterson as far as the win. Yeah, of course. We have all the stats. There should be a computer system that helps compile those stats for judges instead of a person just watching and guessing. Yeah, you could take the human aspect out of it, and you're still gonna get some shitty decisions.
I've been said the judges should be watching on a monitor in the back. I mean, that's just my personal opinion. I feel like they should be watching 1080p, watching on the cam. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why there's no cage side. The cage is obviously a bit of we don't get the obstructed view from the cage at home. That's why the motherfucking cameramen are standing on boxes, so we get the view right inside. I mean, literally nobody has a better view than us, man. They really don't. Like, why the fuck are the judges not watching it in their own rooms on their own private monitors? I have no fucking clue.
No, and exactly. And with that, like in the back, isolated from each other, no phones allowed in that motherfucker. Right. No distractions, no commentary. Literally, the big ass screen with the action and the microphones in there so they can hear like the hits and shit. Maybe that's it. That's all I want. I want nothing else. I don't want like people that want to become judges so they can get a front seat to a fight to have fun and shit, and to tweet out pictures or text their boy that picture. Oh, look at me over the front row of Connor while he's fucking fighting and shit. It has to be a serious job. The problem is they don't pay him shit either. So
that's what I was just fixing to say too. That's a bit of an issue. I don't know who you need to bring that up with, but they also need to make a little more money. If they made a little more money, you might get some motherfuckers in there taking it a little more seriously.
Exactly. Man, look, man, MMA is not paying anybody. They didn't even pay Dustin Poirier to take that fight, but we'll talk about that here in a few minutes. All right. MMA Twitter's become a clown show. Agreed. It's been a clown show, but most of the time it's a fun clown show. Sometimes it's a stupid clown show like it was this last weekend. So, yeah. 49-46 was terrible. Oh yeah, that was I think MDP put it up. Yeah, Saudi Amato gave Waterson 49-46. No, but what are you gonna do? Phil is such a weirdo. Shit. Oh shit, Drew in the house. What's up, dude? I feel like every week, gods, we both say that there should be more draws. Yeah, exactly.
Real talk.
Oh, he's a nice little, not segue, but I guess another topic to talk about. You heard about Chandler versus Ferguson. So it's not a done deal, obviously. We don't know. It's a nice little rumored fight that the nose is trying to push, which, fair enough. That's his job to come up with bullshit and see what sticks in the wall. But that is a legitimate rumor that other people are talking about. Now, obviously, the first thing everyone talks about is this guy is not in the USADA pool. He needs to be in there for like 5 or 6 months, whatever it is, and then he can fight. If you guys don't remember, they lost Brock Lesnar's test and shit. Okay,
I was going I was gonna say you almost ain't got to really do nothing. Depends on who you are and how bad they need you in there. I mean, yeah, I know they say that shit, but Brock Lesnar flat avoided it. I don't know how they did it, whether they lost it or what kind of bullshit they pulled, but I know that motherfucker didn't wait that long. He flat got in the motherfucking pool faster than that. Now I don't know if Michael Chandler has that kind of pool, but it's a different story. How do you feel about that fight? If let's say it's true, let's say it happens. That's the question. How do you what do you think about that fight?
Like what happens, or about like
look, just like them making it.
You're bringing in Michael Chandler from Bellator to take on a top 5 UFC lightweight off the bat. That tells me one thing: you are that confident that he's going to be able to hang, at least hang, give you a good show. Because if he comes in and gets snuffed the fuck out by one of the baddest lightweights probably ever in Tony Ferguson, a guy that's like just will find a weird ass way to beat you and finish you. That's not a bad signing, but that's gonna start him off on a shitty route. I mean, Ben Askren comes in and gets fucking. He got a what I call a lucky win over Robbie Lawler, and then he gets his head taken off by Masvidal, and then he's done. 2 fights, right? No, 3 fights.
He got beat by Damian Maia too.
So 3 guys. So he got 3 fights. If we look at Ben Askren's career, I don't count that first win against Robbie Lawler because I think it's bullshit. But fair enough, 1 and 2 in his UFC career. That's what we're gonna remember Ben Askren by, right? You bring Michael Chandler in like that against a guy like Tony Ferguson, and Ferguson finishes him. I'm like, shit. Me personally, I think this is just a negotiating tactic. I don't think Michael Chandler gives a fuck about coming to UFC. I think this dude is just telling Bellator like, I'm about to leave. I think.
That's funny. You say I think it's a negotiation tactic too, but I think it's for Dustin Poirier. I think it's like, oh, you want that money? Check this out.
Okay.
We got this sexy little thing from another organization that everybody seems to be high on. We'll flat give him the fight for half the money you're asking for.
Yeah.
And then I hate to say it, but at the end of the day, the UFC does kind of hold. What you gonna do, Dustin? Never fight again? They're only going to offer you so much, and at a certain point, I mean, you can turn it down forever. But you know what I'm saying? Like
that contract stays.
That's the problem, really, man. I mean, the fighters do need a union. Because at the end of the day, there's always going to be some other guy.
Yeah.
If it wasn't Chandler, it would have been Connor or Tom or Dick or Harry. They would have found somebody to take this fight if Dustin fucking plays too cute with them. You know what I mean? Like, they're going to figure it out.
Right. No, they're figured out. That Dustin fight's fucking crazy. Like, I don't understand. I get why they're not paying him, right? Because just like you said, someone else will be there. Someone else will come in and take that fight.
It depends, dog. Like it's real easy for us to talk about. Let's just talk about that for a minute. Dustin Poirier was supposed to get the fight. He basically came out and said he wasn't getting the money he wanted. DW and them said he negotiated his way out of the fight. We've seen this a million times. It's real easy at this point to demonize the UFC and to go pay him, just pay him whatever he wants. Shut the fuck up.
Pay Poirier.
I fucking get it. I want to see the fighters get paid, but we don't got no fucking clue. We don't know. Sometimes I wish, and I understand why they can't, but sometimes I wish fighters would just say fuck it and show us. Tell us, Dustin, exactly what did you ask for? I'm curious. Because, I don't know. Let me be quite frank. There are numbers that if Dustin Poirier asked for, I understand why he got told no.
Yeah.
Make no mistake about it. Dustin Poirier, Tony Ferguson is a big fight.
Big time.
To us watching the podcast. To the fucking dude bros at fucking B-dubs or wherever the fuck they congregate now. Maybe it's a big fight. Maybe they've heard of Tony Ferguson. Maybe they've heard of Dustin Poirier. Maybe they care. But at the grand, at the end of the day, in the grand scheme of things, it ain't Jorge Masvidal. It's not John Jones. Not fucking Floyd Mayweather. It's not Canelo. It's not Conor McGregor. It ain't one of those. Y'all ain't those dudes. So again, maybe Dustin was asking for a number that's reasonable, and the UFC is just being cunty and playing hardball. Maybe he asked for a number that, quite frankly, him and Tony ain't worth. I mean, I hate to say that, but we don't know what he asked for.
Right.
They're not going to sell. I guess it would have been the main event on a pay-per-view, I guess.
Yeah.
They're not going to sell. If that's the case, they're not going to sell that many pay-per-views. And if they're not the main event, well, come on, bruh. If we got to put you co-main event and then we got to pay somebody like Conor or Jorge to really sell the event, well, no, Dustin, we ain't giving you $1 million.
Ain't gonna happen,
big dog. Like, and again, it puts us in an odd spot because listen, does Dustin Poirier deserve the world? Yes, he's a fucking blood and guts fighter, a good dude. It's not fair that he doesn't sell enough pay-per-views to come in and get what he demands, but life is not fair. And you gotta put asses in seats. And the sad fact of it is most people are morons, man. Most people want to see Jorge and Conor and Floyd talking and acting crazy and starting shit.
Yeah.
Most people ain't real fight fans. They don't really give credit to that blood and guts that those of us watching this podcast do, you know?
Well, I mean, we grew up in MMA with that shit. We were spoiled early with those crazy ass fights. Like fights first. Some fights didn't even have happened. Some of those fights were insane. But I'm talking about we were spoiled with the BJ Penn fights. We were spoiled. I mean, BJ Penn licking his fucking gloves and shit. That kind of shit, right?
Like, yeah, old Anderson, prime Anderson Silva and shit.
Yeah, and now we have a bunch of point fighters, stuff like that, and then some guys some guys aren't popular enough to get paid. Just like Dustin Poirier. Dustin Poirier was a lot more popular. Like they wouldn't mind paying him his money, but
right, and I'm not saying that I'm siding with the UFC. I'm just saying that that's how life goes. I don't think it's personal towards Dustin.
It's not.
I mean, I'm sure DW and company love Dustin. He's a company guy. He's a great dude, a family guy. I mean, what the fuck's not to like about that man? But they got to be like, okay, well, let's see every card that Dustin's on or headline. Let's see what the numbers are. Let's see what we're going to do if we put him in a pay-per-view. Let's see what Tony Ferguson does. Then they get an estimated, and they know their shit, so they know about where you're at. And it's like, look, homeboy, y'all going to sell probably 500,000 to 600,000 pay-per-views, and that's if we really promote the fuck out of this thing and put a bunch of money out of our pocket into it. We can't pay you, but so much, Like, and it's just like people on Twitter are like, pay him the money. Shut up, motherfucker. You got no idea how this whole thing works. Sorry.
At some point, though, I think he'll take the most he can give him to get the fight, but we'll see.
Well, he'll have to. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Just never fight again? Like
fight, see if you win, and then you can ask for more money for a bigger fight. Who knows? All right. They should have overtime rounds for close fights. What's up, Neil? Overtime rounds for a close fight?
That's interesting.
How many times have we seen a fight like, damn, if we only had one more round?
That's the only problem with that is I think that it's impossible because of the rules and the athletic commissions and shit.
The commission will have it.
Yeah, there's just no way. It's a good idea though. In theory, that's a great idea. Like, come on, one more round. Let's keep it. You know what I mean? Like, what is it, like baseball or some shit like that?
EBI and shit. To keep it combat sports, EBI has it, but that's just straight jiu-jitsu.
But with MMA and that, we're lucky that they even let us run this little show called MMA. They ain't giving us no more leeway.
Right. Okay. Real quick, we'll go through the card because I think Drew was talking about. Did we go over it? Let's go through the prelims real quick. All right. Sabina Mazo gets a submission win in third round against Justine Kish, who I again did not know she's still fighting. Brian Barberena gets a decision win over Anthony Ivy. I actually missed most of these, to be honest with you. Jalen Turner gets the win over Brock Weaver, and I swear you could hear the cheers on Twitter. Everyone hates a dog beater or dog abuser or whatever they think he did.
Yep.
Alexander Romanov, second round submission over Roque Martinez. Kevin Kroom, big time upset, first round submission over Roosevelt Roberts.
Yeah. That was super fucking impressive too, man. I had a lot of fun. Roosevelt Roberts is a beast, dude.
That dude is fucking nutty. For him to pull it off like that is kind of crazy. Let's see. Oh, hold on. Some people I got a bunch of comments on here. Hang on. I was pissed when Masvidal landed that crazy knee into Askren. I was ordering a drink and watching it on the side and wanted the fight to go at least 2 rounds. Oh, okay, because we were talking about Askren.
Oh yeah.
MMA Twitter gets like this a few months later, changes. It'll be talking about the whole field thing.
It's gonna be all right. I ain't sweating. It was just crazy that like for like a day and a half.
It was all that. Yeah.
Fucked with that shit. Like, yo, who the fuck are these guys? And why the fuck does everybody care about their little beef?
I think I was tweeting about fucking football when everyone was talking about that. That's probably why I didn't see it. I don't even know.
Folks love drama, though. Folks love drama.
Drama sells. I mean, shit. Colby, look at Colby. And we'll talk about that card here in a little bit. All right.
Fucking picture.
Yeah. Oh shit, the OG in the house. Jeremiah, what's up, bro?
No.
In the house. I bet Daddy Cormier won't say shit about pay. No, that's a company man. Jerome Chandler should face Dan Hooker. Dan Hooker's coming off a loss though.
And he's got a fight coming up, does he not? If I'm not mistaken, I feel like he's got a big fight coming up too.
Yeah. Dustin can face Dariush. Yeah, but
I mean that's a great fight, and I bet Dariush is all for that. But I feel like Dustin's probably like shit, nah.
Give me Ferguson
or somebody like that.
Yeah. Chandler versus Ferguson would be dope as fuck. I agree again. So who knows what's gonna happen? They said that about Izzy Costa. They're still bringing Tough back. Oh yeah, they're supposed to do the Ultimate Fighter.
They are bringing Tough back, I think.
But who's going to be on it? It's not Stipe.
I don't know. They're switching up the format a little bit too, I think. So we'll see what happens with that.
We got to witness Prime Axe Murder, dude. Back in the day, last time we saw Axe Murder, he was getting hugged by Chael Sonnen in Bellator, right?
Yeah. What are you gonna do though? That's 10 years past his expiration date. Like.
Dude, Crow Cop, one of the savages of savages. This is the craziest thing. Some guys have like nicknames. Some guys have like tattoos. Crow Cop has right leg hospital, left leg cemetery. You know, that is some shit to have.
You know what I love about old school Pride and just Japanese MMA in general? They are not beyond a squash match. And when I say a squash match, I mean a complete mismatch that just gets somebody snuffed out. Yeah. I mean, Crow Cop fought a full-on WWE wrestler. And I ain't talking about motherfucking Crow Cop, Jack. I'm talking about fucking Dos Caros Jr., a shitbird of epic report. And this is when Crow Cop was fucking Crow Cop. Can you imagine us going and getting who's a fucking shitbird wrestler right now? I don't even watch wrestling no more, but who's a wrestler? You know, go get fucking what's the prick? You can't see me. Fucking
John Cena.
Go get John Cena and put him in the fucking cage with Francis Ngannou. I mean, that's murder. Basically what they did.
That's what they did.
Fedor fought that fucking big dude, Zulu, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Fucking like an amateur wrestler or something. Like, Pride was not beyond putting on just like straight up snuff films. What the fuck? And you know, I for one loved it.
I remember this fight. He talking about Alberto Rio, right?
Yeah.
That dude got knocked the holy fuck out. And then he fought Tito in Combate Americas. And I'm sitting there going like, did you all expect him to win? Does anybody expect this guy to win? Tito's going to take him down and fuck him up on the ground.
20 years later. What the fuck?
Dude, that thing.
I remember he was wearing that mask and Crow Cop and you just see the blood come trickling out of the mask. So I was like, oh shit.
I'm like, bro, this is, and keep in mind, Alberto Rio was a legit kickboxer back in the day, but he did not face Crow Cop before.
Well, no, like he might have been a kickboxer, but again, Crow Cop was like motherfucking at his prime at that point. Like, I better wake the fuck up.
That was the scariest we were seeing him too. All right. Oh yeah, Sijara Eubanks takes the decision win over Julia Avila. I did not expect that to happen. So yeah, well, fair enough. Billy Quarantillo takes out Kyle Nelson in the third round. TKO. That was a solid fight. And then Bobby Green, decision win over Alan Patrick. That's 2 decisions in a row. Bobby Green's making it a habit. Here's a fight that we could talk about. Ed Herman gets the 3rd round submission win. Mike Rodriguez. What the fuck happened here?
Did you not see this fight?
I saw most. So I saw rounds 1 through. I saw the start of the 2nd round, and then I had a family thing come up, and I had to run out.
Listen, I don't give a fuck. Did you see him get kneed in his fucking right tit and then say he got kneed in the jewels?
In the jewels, yeah.
Listen, I like Ed Herman as much as the next guy. And I am all for if you ain't fucking cheating, you ain't fucking trying. But son, I've watched a lot of fights. And Ed Herman most certainly did not get kneed in his nuts. And Kairos, I don't know if you're still watching, but shout out to you. I seen you in a little argument with the fuck's the guy's name? Jordan Patel.
Oh yeah.
That fucking prick on the Twitter too. But
he
was saying that, like, and you know, for the record, and for the record, I used to take Taekwondo. I know it ain't Muay Thai, it ain't BJJ, but suck my dick. I did used to train a little. But I love these fucking guys who are quick to whip out the train card. Like, Well, if you've never trained before, you don't really know that when you get kneed or kicked in the belly. Hey, shut the fuck up, man. Just because you trained don't mean that you've been fucking kneed in the jewels real good or in the belly.
Yeah.
I've been Taekwondo for 8-9 years. And let me tell you something, Jack. I've been kicked in the fucking bag. I've been kicked in the lower belly. And look, have I done Muay Thai? No. This was a knee. Have I been kneed in the fucking nuts? No, you weren't allowed to throw knees in Taekwondo. But every time I got fucking kicked in the bag, I was very fucking aware that I was kicked in my jewels. Whether you've been kicked in the fucking nuts or the lower belly. And you know what? Fine, fair enough. I'll give you that one. Maybe if you get kneed in the fucking right in that little fucking pussy pocket right there, right above your fucking hog or something.
Right.
Maybe there's a weird sensation. Bro, he got kneed in the tit muscle.
Yep.
The knee was up by here. I mean, again, shout out to Ed Herman, because if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. But that fucking ref, and you know what? Fuck it. I'll give all credit where you can. Everybody ain't fucking God. But boy, you know what? We definitely the ref was to blame. But you know what? I'll even give the cute cocksucker a fucking a pass on this one, because I tell you what, we need instant replay.
Yeah.
We need instant replay, man. I mean, and for the fight to not be fucking over, we just need to be able to fucking look at the replay and then re-fucking calculate if need. Yeah, he got the time, but we're not charging fucking homeboy for the low blow. It wasn't a low blow, and the refs need to score that shit as a knockdown.
Yep.
Restart the fight. Like, dude, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
The ref was at fault, but if we're being realistic here, it is what it is. You're not always going to see it. Shit happened quick. I didn't see it in real time. In real time, it was like, oh shit, it didn't look like he got kneed in the nuts, but I don't know. It wasn't until I watched the shit in slow-mo over and over again getting put right into his fucking underarm. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that's definitely not in the fucking nuts. But that, the ref needs to be able to see that too. Like, don't they do that shit in football? They stop it. The ref goes over. He fucking looks in the little thing. He's like, yeah, bigger than day. And they come back like, yeah, no, my bad. Fucking this one. Like, can't we fucking do that in MMA? Like, for fuck's sake.
I don't understand why it's so fucking difficult to change rules in MMA. It's such a young fucking, like, I understand it'd be difficult as shit to get all 30, plus teams in the NFL to agree, or the NBA to agree, or MLB to agree to change a rule. But this is fucking MMA. Like, you just need the athletic commissions to get their shit together to make a fucking rule. I agree. This shouldn't be, because, Broken makes a good point right here. It says instant replay could have been done, but the fight would have ended. Agreed. Don't let it fucking end.
Right.
Get it right. Keep moving.
Why do we have to end the fight? Just do the replay. And then, look, again, you only get one, though. You can't be fucking instant replaying every 5 seconds. You get one good instant replay, and it's on, like, if, what's the prick's name? If Mike Rodriguez was like, fuck that, burn my replay. I didn't knee him in the nuts. Fuck that. Run that shit back. I want my knockdown. Bullshit. And they run the replay, and he's right. It's like, okay, that's your replay. If something bad happens again, you don't get another one. But fucking Ed Herman, get your funny fucking fire crotch ass up. You're getting charged with a knockdown. You got a few minutes to breathe. It is what it is.
Exactly.
Like, I mean, you can't take back the minutes that he's getting to breathe. I mean, it is what it is. There's nothing we're going to do about that.
Yeah, end of the day, you say, look, no coaching, and you get to fucking rest while we figure out if you got kneed in the nuts or not, motherfucker. Like,
but if you didn't, when you get up, we're taking a point. Like, you're getting charged with a knockdown. Like, because you didn't get kneed in the nuts and you hit the dirt, the fight should be over. Don't bitch about us taking the point. You should be fucking done, son.
Every fighter gets a challenge like tennis. There you go.
Low key, really,
why
for real. Like, why not? Like, yo, because this happens a lot where motherfuckers might be like, yo, fuck that, man. I didn't I didn't poke you in the eye. You're fucking full of shit.
Exactly. Then Roxanne Medfrey gets decision win over Andrew KGB Lee. We talked about that. Zaitar, impressive win over Kama Worthy. Kama Worthy gets some work to do to fucking bring his hype back up or something, because everyone thought he was going to be a killer. And then Michelle Waterson gets the decision win over Angela Hill, as much as a lot of people did not agree with it. But, what are you going to do? Yeah. All right. Fuck, hold up. All right, we're caught up on comments. All right, let's talk about this weekend. Shit.
Yeah. Big card this weekend. Big
fight. A lot of good fights on this card. A lot of good. Like, this is one of those, like, I know it's a free card and shit, but goddamn, watch it. For sure, fucking watch it.
Yep. This is a great card.
Yeah. All right, real quick through the prelims, kicking off at 2 p.m. Pacific time is 5 p.m. Eastern time. We got Tyson Nam, Jerome Rivera, Derek Minor against TJ Laramie, Andre Ewell against Erwin Rivera.
Okay.
And we got 2 Riveras on here. Journey Newsom against Randy Costa. Lil Thick, Jessica Rose Clark, who apparently Tyron Woodley's been, watching a lot, against Sarah Alpar. Mayra Bueno Silva against Mara Romero Borella. It's fucking whoever the announcers for this one's gonna have a lot of fun. Mercer Bektik against Luis Eduardo Garagori, and then the feature prelim Jordan Espinosa against David Dvorak.
I ain't gonna bullshit you. I ain't hip to a whole lot of those prelim fights, but now's when we start cooking with bacon grease. The main card is dope.
The first fight, Kevin Hahn, Darian Stewart.
Fire.
That's a fucking fight. That's a big step up for Kevin Hahn, in my opinion.
It is, but I think he can handle it, to be fair.
He can handle it, but Darren Stewart's going to come in like a motherfucker. I like that dude. Mackenzie Dern against Randa Marcos. Randa Marcos is very durable, very, fucking scrappy. Mackenzie Dern, known as the chick, is going to take your ass down and fucking submit your ass real fast. Randa needs to keep it standing as long as possible. I don't think Mackenzie's hands have improved very much, like the entire time she's been fighting, but she needs to keep that shit on the feet.
Fight,
great fight. That's a fun fight. Here's a good one. Another good one. Johnny Walker, Ryan Spann.
This is the fights that Johnny Walker should have been in.
100%.
You know what I mean? Like this is a great fight. This is a really good fight.
Yeah,
really exciting fight.
And if he wins, he needs to not fucking celebrate. That's some bullshit. I want to know if that shoulder's still fucked up or not. He was hurt for that for like a fight or two.
Let me tell you something. Fuck that. He's coming off of 2 L's. If I won, I'd be doing the goddamn moonwalk across the fucking top of the cage, Jack.
God, that shit was so stupid when he did that. Goddamn. All right. Here's another fun one. Kazmat Chimaev against Gerald Mearshart, and a lot of people picking Mearshart, including me. That being said, if Kazmat pulls it, or Kamzat pulls it off, goddamn.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you something right now, and I hate to do this because I hate to not like old Kazmat Shiminov just because of everybody else blowing him up. He is a bit mouthy though, so he does lend himself to that a little bit.
Yeah, he's talking shit.
Starting in with the smish. But I tell you what, I want him to win. And I'll tell you why. Because supposedly, if he wins this fight, they say he's going to get Damian Maia like he asked for. And boy, I'm here for it. Yep. He may beat the shit out of Damian Maia, and I will hate that. And if he does do that, I'll love it because then going forward, I'm going to really want to see him get that ass whooped. But I think if he gets Damian Maia, he gets a real fucking rude awakening. I know he's been getting a lot of credit in the gym. There's a lot of guys that say he's the GOAT and all this kind of shit. He's looked really good. We'll see what he does with Gerald Mearshart. But, like, y'all got to put some motherfucking respect on Damian Maia's name. Nobody just walks through Damian Maia. And certainly not, all due respect, a guy like you. Like, if grappling's your thing, bro, you ain't going to steamroll. You might beat him, but you ain't going to smash Damian Maia. You can go ahead and give that right the fuck up. You can give that right up. Like, if you think you're just going to run into Damian Maia's guard and smash him for fucking 25 minutes, you're high on fucking amphetamines. It is not happening. You might knock him out, maybe. But, bro, matter of fact, dare I say, if you try to tussle with him on the ground for 25 minutes, you're getting submitted. If your name ain't Jake Shields or, goddamn it, somebody super high level, you ain't grappling with motherfucking Damian Maia for 25 minutes and not catching it out.
All that being said, if he somehow fucking pulls it off, goddamn.
Fair enough. Good point. If he does somehow pull it off, he'll be fucking. But you know what? Whatever, motherfucker. If he does pull it off, 170 to start taking. I still don't think you want the Colby or the Usman smoke, young blood. But we'll see. We'll see if he can shut me up. Let's see if he's a young Habib or a young Connor, and he's actually going to steamroll through the division.
And Maz thanks for the correction here. They don't pronounce the K; it's pronounced Hamzat, like Habib. Got it, Hamzat.
Ah, Hamzat. Okay,
there we go. Cool. Appreciate that, man. Which Walker are we gonna see? Hopefully, the one that fucking wins. Shit. All right. Co-main event: Nico Perez against Donna Cerrone. Guaranteed violence. Oh, but which cowboy is gonna come out and start? That's always a stupid ass question that I fucking hate to ask about cowboy, but it's a legitimate one.
You know what? I like this fight because it's going to be fucking full on violence. but there's a very like sort of just primal street fight vibe. Like this fight divisionally doesn't really matter.
No.
I mean, Donald Cerrone's just taking fights wherever he can get them. Nico Price is a super tough guy, but he ain't, you know what I mean? Like, we already know what time it is for him at welterweight. He's pretty much reached his fun. We know we know what his ceiling is. This is a really fun fight, but it doesn't tell us a whole lot. It's just kind of a banger to have a banger. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, this should be like the main event of the prelims of a big pay-per-view card. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a fight. It's going to be fun for sure, but it doesn't really mean a whole lot in the grand scheme. Like, if Cerrone wins, so what? He beat, a really tough guy. We already know what time it is. And if Nico Price wins, so what? Cowboy Cerrone's 142 years old. So it's like, no matter what kind of happens in this fight, you're going to come away from it like, man, well, what's next for either guy? You know what I mean? Like, it's a really fun fight, but it's kind of meaningless. Maybe for Nico, I guess if he gets a good win, we can kind of maybe throw him back in the pool a little bit.
Yeah.
But I still think he's kind of maxed out as far as he's going to go in the division.
And you're right. It's just a fight just to have a banger on there and to have people be like, tune in, fucking Cowboys fighting. You know it's going to be crazy.
Which it will be.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's just one of those. But you're right. It's not going to do anything. God damn, Aaron says, I'm done with Cowboy. Jesus. Bro.
Yeah, I mean,
Nico wins by spinning back fist. I wouldn't be surprised. I got Price in this one. Look, Cowboy, though. I think Glover is fighting Jerry Price-Chuck. Yeah. Thiago Santos tested positive for COVID-19.
Ooh, that would be fun, though.
Pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, Glover and Yuri. I mean, that's a big step up for that Yuri kid, but he looked really fucking impressive last time we saw him. So
yeah, if that fight actually gets fucking booked, you heard it from Drew first. I think it's all fun fights here on for Cowboy. You know what's funny? He made most of his career with fun fights, talking about I don't care about the belt, I want money. Then he had his kid, and he's like, "No, I want the belt." It's like, bro, you're like 3 years too late.
You know what? Depending on how it all shakes out, I don't know if it's even true or not. But if Donald, in the idea of fun fights, if Cowboy happens to win this fight and Nick Diaz does make his return, I wouldn't be mad at a Donald Cowboy Cerrone and Nick Diaz fight.
Yeah.
That'd be all right. Nick's got to fight somebody upon his return. Quickly on that, just for a moment before we get to the main event here. Do you think Nick's actually going to come back? We've seen pictures of him. He looks fucking great. I, for one, think he's coming back. I've always thought he was coming back. So I do think that early next year, possibly even late this year, we see a Nick Diaz return.
I think we'll see him in 21. I don't think we'll see him this year. I think, look, man, he looks good and all that. We're on Instagram and you follow his, his friends and all that shit. They all putting up videos of him training and, working out. He's in shape. He looks ripped. Who knows what he's got left, but and I know, look, man, fuck it. He's coming back. He's got to come back, at least for one. And I think he'll do one, he'll be done. I don't think Nick's trying to, come back and, continue his career and shit at 37 or whatever he is now. But dude, look, we're already getting started here. War Diaz. War Diaz. Goddamn right. People can hate all they want to, man. The fucking that dude, that's a dude that you tune in and watch. I mean, they put him in the main event of UFC 183 when they first started only putting title fights as main events. You know what I'm saying? So Tyler George says, I'm afraid if he comes back, the game will have passed him by. That's why you give him Cowboy and not fucking top 5. You know what I'm saying?
Well, right. Well, and to be fair, that's a good worry. But one thing I will give Nick and Nate Diaz is they don't get enough credit for being real martial artists.
Right.
They don't get enough credit for the way they take care of their bodies. No, I'm not saying the game hasn't passed him by, but those dudes might smoke a lot of dope, but Nick stays in good shape.
Yeah.
I mean, the dude runs marathons for fun, and I'm not being cute. Like, he's been a vegan for a month of Sundays. Like, his body will not let him down. Now, his timing in the cage and his killer instinct, we'll see if that's all there. But I mean, he might be in his mid to late 30s at this point, but I don't think that's going to matter for Nick Diaz whatsoever. I mean, he's always treated his body pretty fucking well.
Yeah, I know he got into the whole drinking thing, going to clubs and being promoting, getting paid for showing up at parties and whatnot. But if you saw any of the the videos of him just like walking around, he was doing fucking triathlons still while he was doing that shit and ripped, still ripped.
And here's the thing, man. If you're not abusing drugs and shit, dude, you can drink.
You can drink.
And still, if you wake up the next morning and you pound the water, relax, and then that next day go on long runs and shit, like obviously he's not in fight shape. But again, you never seen pictures of Nick Diaz looking fat. He might have been kind of drunk, but he never looked like out of shape. And you never seen fucking eating chicken sandwiches or burgers and shit. I mean, the dude just doesn't put that sort of stuff in his body. Like even if he's drinking a little bit, I still think he's in pretty fucking good shape.
Right. I think as far as the Diaz brother, I think on their worst day, they're still in better shape than like 90% of the roster.
Honestly, for sure.
On their worst day. So this is my,
That's just it's a lifestyle for them. Like I said, I don't think that people give them enough credit for being real martial artists. They're real. They might be a little new agey with the whole pot and the drinking and the middle finger, but they're like real samurais, man. They take this, they live it. It's a lifestyle for them, and that's no bullshit.
They're not going off fucking, trying to start a rap career or trying to start a fucking juice bar or anything crazy. They're starting shit they believe in, hemp fucking companies and all sorts of stuff. So, hey, good for them, man. But seeing coming back would be great. Jimmy says, I hope they don't give Nick a top 10 fighter. Nick needs a fucking win. We just want to see what he's got. That's it.
I agree. That's why I think like somebody like Cerrone. If Cerrone can get a win here and shit, that's a fun fight.
Nick versus Conor wants something to be fun. I'm not gonna lie to you. That
would be fun. That would be fun. But like Conor's, let's not get crazy.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. The Diaz brother vibe in Vegas is fun. And I heard it is. I haven't been there for a Diaz fight in Vegas. I've been there for one in Anaheim, and it's fucking hardcore Diaz vibe there. You are not getting opposing fans in that arena in California at all. I hope they don't give Nick. Yeah, we already got that. Oh, now you jump on YouTube. Appreciate it. When Nate dropped down to 55 to the Jorge fight, then no, because it's not like Nick's gonna go on a title run yet. If he wins this like a fight, his first fight back, and then suddenly we're like, oh shit, maybe he's a title run in him. Yeah, maybe. They're not gonna fight each other. That's never gonna happen. The most we ever see them fight each other is in training.
Honestly, dog, I would rather see Nick come back and fight George than see Nate fight George again.
Yeah,
I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, dude, like just keeping it a bean, Nick is kind of a bigger, better version of Nate.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he's a little old now, but before, you know what I mean? Like he was just kind of a bigger, more durable version of Nate. Some of the shots that were putting fucking Nate down. Again, I don't know if Nick's lost a step. Maybe he's gotten older. Maybe he has. But prime Nick, I don't think those hurt Nick like they hurt Nate. And Nick's the type of cute cocksucker that might have been able to come on that 4th and 5th round, start in with the body work and fucking, he's just like I said, he's like Nate, but he's thicker and bigger. You know what I mean? He's older, bruh. Like that actually could be sort of interesting.
Yeah, and that's the thing about Nick too is agreed. Like they both Diaz brothers, both Nick and Nate, have earned their reputation as bad motherfuckers. But Nick would come out from that first round, start talking immediately and walking forward and everything. Nate kind of waited to see what Jorge had. So
I mean, bro, what does Nate always say? Even when he gets a big win, it's fucking Nick Diaz Army. I mean,
Nick Diaz Army.
Like even Nate tells you, like, fuck, I'm tough, but he's tougher.
That's
like,
the man,
he's the guy. Yeah, you think if you can't beat me, you definitely can't fight my brother. Like he ain't fought in 5 years, and I guarantee you, he still beats your ass.
Right.
And I tell you what, I wouldn't bet against it. I know Nick's rusty. I know he's old. I know he's overrated, blah, blah, blah. But Nick Diaz is one of those guys that I would not sleep on against anybody at any time, anyway, period. Y'all see what he did with who else lays down on the couch with Anderson Silva? I'm just saying, dog.
Oh, my God.
He didn't get just snuffed out in that fight either. Anderson didn't run over there and start trying to pull no bullshit when he did it. Like, Nick Diaz, make no mistake about it, is a very, very talented fighter.
Jesus, I still can't believe he did that. Unbroken says, leave T-Wood alone. He's the hottest rapper in these streets. Falling in and I love it. That bullshit. Come on. God damn, I can't believe he recorded that, dude.
Yeah. Anyway. I mean, listen, he better wake up with that shit.
Okay, we'll get to this one in a second here, Drew. Let me get to the main event here. Colby motherfucking Covington taking on Tyron Woodley. I don't know who to pick here. Like, I know who my, in my head pick, you know what I mean? Like, but I just feel like Tyron's got it. I feel like Tyron has something for him. It's hard to pick.
It's for me. It seems like this is Colby's fight to lose.
100%.
But that's just judging it on their last two fights.
Yeah.
Even though Colby lost the Usman fight, he still showed me a lot in that. He showed me a lot of heart, a lot of skill. I mean, he lost the Usman, but it was a tough, grueling fight. And Usman's the baddest motherfucker walking the planet at 170. Yep. So I'll put it to you like this. The Colby Usman fight was a fuckload closer than the fucking Tyron Usman fight was.
Absolutely.
So if that's any sort of gauge for anything, you know what I mean? Like, it ain't looking good for Tyron. Now, Tyron Woodley does have the skills to beat Colby. Tyron is just very much, what's he gonna do? As a matter of fact, I'll put it to you like this. For me, that's what this fight comes down to.
Okay.
Who comes out and lets them things go? I think if Colby comes out the way he came out against Robbie Lawler, if he just comes out balls to the wall and he clips Tyron, throws him against the cage, gets a takedown, I think it's over. Yeah. I think he's going to work Tyron. If for some strange reason Tyron comes out and fights the way that he did against fucking Darren Till or fucking Robbie Lawler, and he clips fucking Colby, I think for the rest of the fight he'll have Colby on the back foot and he might just end up knocking Colby out. But that first minute of this fight will be very indicative of what's about to happen. For me, whoever comes out and gets the fuck after it and starts fucking throwing those things, letting their hands go early in the fight, trying to get that big punch in, I think they'll eventually get that shot in, and that will win the fight.
So basically, whoever lands first, basically.
Kind of, yeah. I don't even necessarily think it'll knock them out,
right?
But I think it'll do enough that the other. I know it will with Tyron because that's how he is. If Colby comes out and he clips Tyron will back up, and for the rest of the fight, he'll be on the back foot. Basically what he's done for his last two fights.
Yeah,
Usman clipped him, and fucking Gilbert Burns clipped him, and after that, he was kind of just on fucking defensive wrestle mode the whole time. If Colby comes out and does that shit, I think it's the same exact thing. To be fair, though, Tyron does have the skills to clip Colby. If he pulls it off, I think you'll see Colby kind of doing the same thing. I don't think Colby's going to be so eager to run in if Tyron knocks the fuck out of him.
Right. Colby's out there doing as much promotion as possible. He got Cheeto to say that he was going to watch his fight. I'm like, this motherfucker ain't watching shit. Fuck out of here.
And then had the most cringy.
Oh my God, dude.
The most cringy handshake that I don't know whether he was bowing or whether he was going to kiss his hand or what. He did a little.
There's no way he went home after that feeling good about that moment. It's not possible.
He went in and he got backed up. And
yeah.
But Donald was kind of like, yo, what the fuck?
Dude, Donald didn't even fucking turn all the way to shake his hand. He did this like sideways, like, yeah, okay, whatever. Little like limp hand shit. And then he's okay, I'll kiss your hand. Like
easy, big guy.
God
easy.
Damn, dude. Like, oh fuck. Anyway. And then they all hung out together with Cejudo and Dana and fucking Gaethje and Ali.
Abdelaziz.
I say it just like that because Connor said it. Like Ali Abdelaziz.
That's how I gotta say it, Jack.
I can't say it any other way now. Fucking Connor ruined that. But yeah, dude, that was so cringy. That was so goddamn cringy. But we'll see what happens there. Colby gonna install T-Wood for 5 rounds. This fight is gonna suck. That's maybe, but
that's a possibility, man. That is a possibility. I hope not, but that is possible. Not. I can't lie.
Covington TKO. There you go. I forgot we crowned T-Wood the frozen one. Right. No more chosen one. I missed that Tyron. The chosen one? Yeah. Cheeto's going to make a statement pre-fight. Why? Why would he do that? I got Colby. The guy arguably has the best cardio in MMA. He has really good cardio. I guess T-Wood can get the knockout. But that's what I'm saying. Like, he needs to come out and throw hands. Tried to kiss the ring. Tried. Failed. T-Wood better summon the powers of Wakanda and send Colby to the other realm. God damn. That would be... Dude, if he knocks out Colby, bruh, make it happen. I think Colby coming out and putting the heat on Woodley immediately will be the best thing for Tyron. It will force Woodley to get busy. It could be bad for Colby if that makes any sense. It does. But the problem is Usman did it. Gilbert Burns did it, and there was zero response from Tyron. Zero response. So I think if anything's gonna light the fire under his ass, is the fact that he's lost 2 in a row.
Yeah.
And I mean, he lost. It wasn't. Oh fuck, it was close and bad decision. No, he lost.
Yeah, and you don't want to lose to Colby. I mean, for fuck's sake, like at this point in the game,
you'll never hear the end of it.
Right. Like Tyron needs a win more here than he ever has in his whole fucking career.
38 years old. That dude needs a win, big time.
Well,
okay. When's the next time we think we see Max Holloway? When do we see Max Holloway?
Is he fighting Volkanovski, or is that a thing that's happening?
No, they I think the UFC dipped their foot in that fucking pool, and fucking MMA fans everywhere was like, fuck no, we want to see that fight. And plus, it's 2 losses in a row against Volkanovski, dude. That third fight's gonna have to be a ways away if that happens again. Who do you throw in Max Holloway against? He fought Dan Hooker, right? No, he didn't.
No, but Hooker's at 55 now, right?
You're right. I thought we were talking about him moving up. I don't know why. I was talking about somebody else the other day talking about Max Holloway moving up to 55 and how I think 45 is the perfect fucking division for him. But
are we going to do the beat versus fucking El Pantera?
Yair?
Yeah.
That got fucking somebody withdrew.
Well, give him one of those pricks. You know, whoever's out, give him a beat. You know,
Holloway Yair would be dope. Holloway Zabit would be dope. Yeah, either one of those guys would be dope.
You know what I mean? Like, it would be a big step up for either guy, but fuck, he's got to fight somebody, you know?
Yeah, Max Holloway's ranked number 1. Zabit's number 3. Yair's number... Where the fuck is Yair on this list? I don't even think he's on this list.
Where's Korean Zombie?
Korean Zombie's 4. Oh, no, sorry, Yair's number 5. Korean's number 4.
I was about to say, let's fight that. They should switch those around anyways. I love how, like, the fact that Yair knocked out Korean Zombie just does not get discussed enough. I mean, real talk, okay? Let's say that the shot that he landed was a little lucky. He still went 5 rounds with the Korean Zombie.
Fuck yeah.
It was a close fight. Even if you thought Korean Zombie was kind of low-key winning the fight up till then, it was still a close fight. Like, Yair can fucking go.
No, dude, there's no question about that. The fact that everyone's like, oh, it was a lucky elbow. Look, lucky or not, that was a savage fucking elbow he threw and landed on him, right?
And he was still about to finish the 5th round with him. Like, It ain't like the Korean Zombie didn't have 25 minutes to finish Yair and couldn't. Like,
shit, you know what I'm saying? I'll read you Korean Zombie's fights from his first UFC fight to now, okay? 2011, Leonard Garcia submitted him with a twister. 2011, Mark Hominick knocked him out in the first round. 2012, Bravo choke against Dustin Poirier. 2013 got TKO by Jose Aldo, fair enough. 2017 knocked out Dennis Bermudez. 2018 was when he got knocked out with that fucking psycho elbow from Pantera. Then 2019 TKO'd Renato Carnero, and then 2019 TKO'd Frankie Edgar. The last time this guy had a decision was 2010 against Leonard Garcia in WEC. Okay,
and that was a fucking ridiculous fight. I remember that fight.
That was fucking insanity.
Somebody should have got finished in that fight. Fuck.
I'm still surprised Leonard Garcia didn't become some kind of crazy like not BJ Penn success, but like BJ Penn like fanfare. That dude was a fucking psycho. But yeah, look, no one goes the distance with Korean Zombie. So the fact that Yair was about to and ended up knocking him out in the last second is very much something to be talked about, like you said. All right. Running out of time here, so we got to go. So we're going to catch the last few comments, and we're going to go. Let's see. When do you think we see him, though? Early 21. Yeah. I haven't seen Woodley on TMZ lately. He may be taking this fight seriously. He's training with Jorge Masvidal and Team Shorty. What's his name? Fuck. Shorty Torres. Jose Torres. So who's a 125er, but still. Zabit versus Yair at 254 would be dope. I hate when two guys do a trilogy without a break. Just ties up the division. Exactly what people don't want to see is the tie-up. But Stipe and DC has to happen. Why not? There's not, what else are you going to do at heavyweight at that point? But I get what you're saying. Either way, we're getting Francis now. Max versus winner of Zabit and Rodriguez. They got to fight first. No, me neither. Jorge helped train T-Wood for this camp and called him out on all his bullshit. Hopefully we get serious Woodley. That'd be great if we got serious Woodley, but like that's the thing about these fighters, right? Everyone's like, oh, we get focused Connor or full training camp Nate, or you know what I mean, like that kind of shit. It's like, what the fuck does that even mean? Relax. But again,
yeah, look, I'm sure Woodley's always focused.
yeah,
Woodley just has to let his fucking hands go.
he needs to pull the trigger.
Like Woodley just has to let his hands go and clip Colby and get his respect on the feet early in this fight.
100%. Just let it happen. Let it happen, T-Wood.
Easier said than done from our couches. I get it, but that is
still that's just what we see.
Right.
Did they ever schedule Rodriguez versus Beat? Not yet. Not yet. R.I.P. Jesse. If you need a substitute or hit me up. Did Jesse make it back from Vegas? Yeah.
He did.
No, he's just super busy, y'all. He'll be hey, good night, Aaron. Have a good one, man. Take care. Max versus loser of Zombie versus Ortega. We'd love to see him versus either of them. We already saw him versus Ortega, and I don't need to see that massacre again. But if it did, if Ortega looks better, like really good against Zombie and loses, I'm okay with that. Jesse made it back from Vegas. He's alive. But no, Jesse's just super busy, man. This is what happens. We all have clearly we have normal lives outside of this shit. In fact, both of us are super busy. Sometimes we barely make it to this thing. So
for real. Like usually both of us are fucking just getting in right to the room. Bam, let's do this shit. And then afterwards we're right back
out. Yep. Right back at this shit hustling. So which we both need to do after this. So but he'll be in and out much as he can. We'll see what happens with it. So yeah, that's just what happens, folks. Real life happens. So he'll be back at some point. We'll see. But he hasn't watched an MMA event in God knows how long. So he knew he had nothing for us tonight. So it's just what it is. All right. Let's check out the headlines before we get out of here because it's getting late. And I see nothing new that we didn't already talk about. So, all right, guys. That's going to do it for us tonight. Appreciate the fuck out of everybody tuning in. You guys are dope. Shout out to MMA Gods, Aaron, Drew from BTS Beyond the Sport on YouTube and all that. He has 2 shows, I think. Jeremiah from the Hardcore MMA and from Facebook. Who else we got tonight? Unbroken. Appreciate you hanging out. Oh, Cater. Max Holloway versus Cater. I'm okay with that. Wedo Jack. Appreciate it. SJ. Who else we got? We got a bunch of people today too. Tyler George. I think we had Jerome Jones earlier. Yeah, we did. Mazdak Amirani. Let me know that it's not Cosma, it's Hazmat. Appreciate it. I need to know, dude. If I had someone to ask, I would, but I don't. So I appreciate that. What else we got? Of course, Otis. Kairos was here. Everyone that tuned in. Neil the security. You guys are dope as fuck. Appreciate the fuck out of all you guys. Make sure you follow us on all the social medias. Of course, you guys already know it. Sport1983 for Jesse, at Kirby_MMA for Fred, and I'm at Elo32. Of course, you can find all our shows on YouTube at keyboardwarriorsmma.com. And of course, ripthewarriors.com, SpicyPros.com. You guys are dope. Enjoy your Wednesday night. Enjoy Colby versus Tyron this weekend. It's going to be dope. Good night. Good night, Wilshire.